Hello, back. I'm late. Sorry, I'm late. It's Tuesday. How's everybody doing? I did a flag cake on my live last night. I didn't eat any of it. I'm thankful I didn't. I texted my son's friend, and he's going to pick it up tonight so he can take it to work. Yay! Hi, Anthony. How are you? How are you doing? I have steak. And I actually am getting up earlier. So I actually had you crack an egg. And so I'm not that hungry. And this will probably I'm probably not going to have another meal because I usually only have 2 meals a day. Let me do my candle. Flames. There you go. Are you at home? Where are you? Oh, I'm at the end of my candle. I'm going to pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this food. Thank you for my YouTube friends, and thank you for blessing us and keeping us well. Please continue to heal Arnie's mom and continue to heal my friend Lori. And I thank you for this food and for my apartment, for my car, and for my family. Pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Oh, so you're staying in New York for a while then, huh? Because haven't you been there? Or did you go back to Florida for a bit? These are steaks I got at Target. I grilled them on Sunday. Cool. I was in New York too. I went into New York City on the 23rd and went to see Wicked with my daughter. But most of the time I was in Philly. I was just chilling at my daughter's. Because I just went to see them. So, but the other thing I did is I went to my friend Diana's art show, which is good. Drove all that way. I have some videos on my channel about it. I drove. There's this cute little Wizard of Oz town in Waumug, Kansas. I stopped there on the way back. A lot of things in Waumug, Kansas were closed, even though I got there at 5:15. They have a museum. They have a winery. I'm not sure how late the winery was open, but I went to an antique store. I found this. this owl cookie jar. I found I haven't eaten any of these, which is good. But I found these I had from Halloween up in the cupboard. Just sort of, they were stuffed to the back. So I had forgotten they were there. So I put myself on the TV. Yeah, on the TV. And I turned down the volume. Got a video of that. The video of that is doing very well. I only did shorts. I didn't go live from Philly or anything. But I did a short of a Slinky I gave my grandbaby. I gave the Slinky to my grandbaby, but my daughter, my son-in-law are playing with it more than she is. And my daughter was like, I want to put it down the stairs. And I'm like, I'm going to film that. And now that's my top video, is the Slinky going down the stairs at my daughter's house. So check that out. And then I did the Philly cheesesteak. We went to Hoagie's Express, is where they get their cheesesteaks. And it was very good. And that's my second most viewed video. I try to do my other videos on the road. They're unedited, but I try to do them longer than a minute because I'm not getting the watch time on the shorts, you know? So the steak is good. Oh, let me get myself a drink. I'm going to get myself a drink. Diet Ocean Spray. So I sauteed some mushrooms again to go with my steak. You can see my mushrooms. So I'm just chilling here in Denver. Hey, Dave's Cafe. I went to my P.O. box again yesterday, and then I was like, I probably didn't really need to go because unless it might have came on Saturday, I guess. If I went on Saturday. But there wasn't anything still in my P.O. box. And because there's no post, as you call it in England, there's no post on Memorial Day. We don't call it post, but I only say that because Harry Potter, there's no post on Sunday. Where he gets all the letters in the fireplace. From the owls. Wow, that's amazing. So, do you think it's our mail system or yours? I think it's yours. I could get a job for the post office. They're hiring the post office here where I go. I see the sign. I'm like, should I get a job? Is this a sign for me? Is this a sign for me? I don't know. We'll see. Because in the past, for those of you who don't know my story, so I was 30 years a stay-at-home mom, and my ex didn't want me to work. And then that was a long way to go. Yeah, it's a long way to go. And you're not like, aren't you? Didn't you say you're like in the middle of the United Kingdom? So you're not like by the coast or anything either. So, right? I don't know. But maybe this week, maybe. Yeah, I went swimming. I already went swimming twice. I got back early. I left Philadelphia on Wednesday at like about lunchtime. We went to Wicked. We went into the city to see Wicked on Tuesday night. I left Wednesday at lunchtime. Hi, Timmy Ray the King. Hello. So I left on Wednesday at lunchtime. Got back early Friday, well, Thursday night, you know. So I stayed in Indiana. What was the name of that town? Cloverdale, Indiana. I'm doing good. How are you? I stayed in Cloverdale, Indiana at a Red Roof Inn. And I had a free night with my hotels app. And but I was like, why didn't I should have got a nicer hotel for my free stay. But anyways, I used my free stay. And I'm planning on having to use hotels less because I'm going to get a little trailer. So anyways, I don't know if that was my last free night in a while or not, but because when I go back, and I'm not, she's due in September or end of September, but I'm not sure exactly. I'd like to be there when the baby's born, but I'm not sure if I will be. And my parents, it's funny because Claire is the one where my parents were trying to plan it to be there, and they induced me. See, because her brother, my younger son, who I live by here in Denver, he was so big and he had complications because he was 10 pounds and 1 ounce, and he had complications. He was stuck, and I didn't have time to have anything. I had a 10-pound. Hello, I'm a superhero. See, that's Black Widow. I'm a superhero here. I had a 10-pound, 1 ounce baby with nothing, and he was stuck. He had the cord on his neck. I'm so thankful that there was nothing wrong. He's a healthy, always been pretty healthy. He got lots of ear infections when he was a baby, but and he still has ear problems with his ears, but he's been pretty healthy because he had a lot of complications when he was born. And so because of that, they tried to induce me early, but she wouldn't come. And they said, go back home and wait. And my parents came all the way from, I think they were in California by that time. Because she was born in 96. Yeah, they moved to California in 95. So they came all the way across the country to wait for Claire to be born. And then I tried to be induced on the 19th of July, which is my mother-in-law's birthday, but she didn't want to be born on her mother-in-law's birthday. And guess what? She was born on Harry Potter's birthday. She was born on July 31st. But yeah, so I could try to time it to be there when the baby comes, but I know from experience how that went for my parents, waiting on her to come. But it's an interesting story. It's a cute story. Oh, you went 24th time to Graceland. I kept we drove by it like all the time. I drove by it all the time. On the way, well, my daughter that I just went to see was at Fort Sill. We'd go by it, and we thought if we stopped at a halfway point, but we drive these crazy long drives because it's a long drive from Middle Georgia to Fort Sill. I think it's 14 hours, something like that. We would go by it, and I would always go like, I want to go there one day, and that was the last place I went in my RV, and I stayed at Graceland RV Park. So. Yeah, but I'm on an earlier schedule. It's good. So I get hungry before 1:00 now. And I have time. I need to go get my hair cut and color it myself. They have so much stuff there at Graceland. There's so much stuff to see. I ate at the restaurant. He did a lot of, he gave to so many charities and so much. He was just a very generous person. They had a Disney thing there. I don't know if it's still there now. They had a Disney exhibit there when I was there. It was there in 2021. October. It was interesting because I left Chattanooga, Tennessee, where I was on my birthday, to go to Memphis, Tennessee. And I think I went through 3 states because I didn't go the northern route. I went, it's funny, to go from a town in Tennessee to a town in Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee to Memphis, Tennessee. I went back into Georgia because Chattanooga is right there on the, if you go to Lookout Mountain, you can see, I think it's 3 states, maybe 4 states. I think it's 3 states. I think it's Georgia, Tennessee, and maybe it's South Carolina. Yeah. You can see 3 or 4 states from Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. So I left Chattanooga. I went back into Georgia. I went through Alabama, Mississippi, and then back into Tennessee. So it's ridiculous. Go through 3 states to go from a town in Tennessee to a town in Tennessee. I was like, okay, this is interesting. I did a little video on that too. So I'll do these little videos when I'm driving, and just post them unedited. And they usually do pretty well too. Go beat your own record. You can definitely beat my record because I've only been once. I don't know if I'll ever go back. Maybe it's a neat place. It's sad what happened to him, and from that movie, it sounded like the colonel was very controlling and manipulative. I was like, wow, that's sad. And it's just hard when you get into addictions, and then you also have so many other things going on. You have unlimited funds to get them, and then people that enter your life that you think are helping you, but they're using you, and there's just so many things. It's sad. This happened to a lot of famous people. I got the VIP tour too. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, my brother died from his addiction. So sad. But he did a lot. He did a lot. He did a lot for other people too. And how old was he when he passed? Like 45 or something. And it's really sad about Lisa Marie too. I feel just really sad. It's just like she had all that trauma too from that and from losing her dad. And it's just, life is hard, you guys. That's why I feel like faith and having Christ in your life is so important. And he died on my mom. My mom didn't like that. He died on her birthday. 1970, what was it? 77? 77? My mom's birthday. Was that the right year? Let me see. And my mom was not, I think she was a little bit older than him, but let me see. My mom was 48. So she was 6 years older than him. Yeah, my mom was 48. He died on my mom's 48th birthday, August 16th. Lady down the street, she was like, her name was Susan also, like me. She just cried and cried and cried. She just loved him. She just cried and cried and cried. Yeah. Yeah. And I was really, really sad. I was really super sad about Lisa Marie. And and yeah, it's a deep topic, but I feel like it's that generational trauma, and her son, Lisa Marie's son committed suicide, and I felt, you never get over that. You never get over that. And so, yeah. But it was funny on the day I watched an interview, and I was watching this interview of Lisa Marie and the guy that played her dad in the movie, and they were at the awards. That was just a few days before she died, and I didn't know she had died. And I looked at it, and I was like, she does not look well. I just said she does not look well, and then I was looking at the news and discovered that she had passed, and I was like, wow, I was right. I can recognize, like, my brother wasn't doing well, at the end, and he didn't look good, and his coloring didn't look good. Uh-huh. Um, I am going to read you guys some poetry now. I was deleting a lot of photos today to free up room on my computer. Trying to find where my oh, let me I usually don't decide ahead of time what I'm gonna read to you guys. I should. I think, like, I need to decide what I'm gonna read to them, but I sort of usually do it on the spot. Okay, what is this? Let's see. I'm gonna go to my website and read my 4-letter word poem off of there. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'll drop that link to that in the in the chat. Oops. What's that? Red's website. Okay. And let me drop the link to my blog. There's my blog. Let me play you something. I got lipstick on my flute last night. Yes, so I'm going back to my live schedule for June, for now and for June, which is Monday nights at it's 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern. And then at lunch, Tuesday through Friday, it's 12 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Mountain, 2 p.m. Central, and 3 p.m. Eastern. And I don't know the schedule for other countries, but of course, everybody's welcome. But let me play you something I like to play that I'm good at. This is my old book. As I've said before, if you send me a PayPal of any amount and you're in the United States, I will send you this book. Send me a little bit more. If you're outside the United States, I'll send you this book and some stickers. And the link is below. Now, I'm going to read you a poem from Red Poems. This is called That Four-Letter Word. It's never in vain, it all matters, no matter how small an act. A kind word, a smile, a hug, a cup of cold water. I have it in a photograph, a letter, a scrap of paper, a meal, a memory, a bowl of chili, chicken salad, peach ice cream, and red velvet cupcakes, chocolate and roses. It speaks your language. It's a gift, a movie, a lightsaber, a new hope. It's a verb. It's a noun. It's an adjective. It's profound. It's encouragement and motivation. It's harder than you thought, yet it makes everything easier. Like E.T., it phones home. It's more wonderful than you knew and worth everything you put in. It hangs on. It never quits, even if you let go of it. It can hurt sometimes. It can't stay mad. It works and tries. It bleeds and cries and doesn't lie. It apologizes, gives, and forgives. It's the only thing we take with us when we die. Yet it makes us feel alive. It always hopes, believes, trusts. It never fails. And even if you're away a while, it waits for you to come home. That's from Red Poems. And now I have one person watching. Hello. But people will watch the replay, so it's all good. So, yes, I'm hoping, I'm still hoping to get monetized this year. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to see how things go. I like to get a job lifeguarding at the pool where I swim. So I'm hoping I might be able to do that. I could take the class before I go to Portugal, because I'm going to be in Portugal 4 weeks. And then I'll be back in August. And then I could start on that job. But whether or not I'll get another side job, I don't know. We will see. But I always like praying. I got this wonderful, I found this really nice prayer journal at the gas station of all places. It has a lot of great little verses and things in it. We know that when Christ appears, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. All who have this hope in him purify themselves just as he is pure. 1 John 3:2-3. Oh, it even has a serenity prayer in it. I didn't know it had the serenity prayer in it, which reminds me of a poem that I will read to you next. Because I was talking to a friend about the 12 steps, and she said that there's even Clutters Anonymous, and I didn't know that. So I was like, wow, that's cool. They have that too. They just help a lot of people, 12-step programs. And this is the Serenity Prayer. And it goes like this. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. But it goes on from there. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace. Taking as he did the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will. That I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever in the next. And the man who wrote it a long time ago, he's passed now because he lived a long time ago. I don't know exactly the era he was in, but his name is Reinhold Niebuhr. I don't know if I pronounced that right, though. The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. Psalm 29:11. It just has a bunch of stuff in it, and it's so pretty. I got one for my daughter and gave it to her for Mother's Day. So, and I got this. So, I don't know. I kind of like it. I have like the puzzle over here. This is a word search that's like Bible word search. And it has the words from the Psalm. And then the ones that are in bold you find in the word search. So I like that. I have a puzzle over there on the table Put my roses over there on the table too. Can you see? Can you see? Over there. So I have this puzzle, this wolf puzzle, and it's been sitting there a while. I don't know if I'll get to finishing it. I might try to finish it this month, but I've barely gotten started on it a little bit. But stuff like that, it kind of, I don't know, it helps me. And so I'm finding that I like the word search too. So I have, I'm going to read you the poem from here because I have a 12-step poem. That I do mostly have memorized, but I haven't said it in so long. I'm going to read it. It's in this one. Someone that I met in Courtside, Lady Debbie S., that I gave a book to, was saying to me at the Glow Live that she really enjoyed my book, and found it helpful. So that was really a blessing. I was really blessed by her saying that. I really appreciate it. Lady Debbie S. Oh, let me drop her link. Let me see. Because she just did put out a video. She was like, she's in the area where Carol is, A Glorious Life on Wheels, and people hadn't seen her in a while, so they were worried. But she just did a video, I noticed, but I haven't watched it yet. And yeah, Lady Debbie S. Yeah, I was really blessed by that. I was really, didn't expect. Hey, Lori. Hi, Paul. Welcome. This is Lady Debbie S. Yeah, she just recently put out some videos. So yeah, I'm finally, I think, rested, and I'm on a better schedule since East Coast time. And how are you doing? Are you getting settled in Oregon and enjoying it there? I hear a siren. And I'm looking for my 12-step poem. It's called Steps to Peace. I have a Steps to Serenity. Steps to Serenity, that's what it's called. It's on page 31. And I'm going to read it to you. Steps to Serenity. I'm powerless, Lord. I need your help, please. I turn my will and life over to you. You restore my sanity. I take inventory. Your love casts out my fear. I am searching, reaching, striving. I know that denial is not a river. I admit the exact nature of my wrongs. Till all my sleeves are stained red from all the truth that I've said. I'm ready, Lord. Take my load, I'll take yours. It's easy and light. I need vulnerability, accountability, and humility for Jesus to give me victory. He grants me true repentance and godly sorrow. I will not wait until tomorrow to make amends. Unless it would be hurtful, I will be tactful and truthful. I seek him first in all I do. He will always see me through. He always heals my deep heartache. A bruised reed he will not break. Now I'm wide awake. I will carry his message both day and night, for I know he is the light. He delivers me from strife, and all his principles are life. Hi, Jameson. Hi, Jameson. I bought a grill. That's what I say. I bought a grill when I bought a grill before I got an apartment. I was like, hey, Albert, can I keep this grill here until I get an apartment? He was like, sure. So yeah, my son's friend, that his roommate and his friend from grammar school, he moved here first and then Ian moved here. Um, he's coming to get the cake I fixed last night because I didn't have any of that cake. When I went to the store though, I got all these sweet things. But I need to. Hi, Jameson. I need to not eat them. My blood sugar has been kind of high. Like, because fasting, it's supposed to be under 100. So I'm still like in the pre-diabetic stage and trying to get it to. Yeah, it was 140 before eating this morning. I was like, what? That's not good. That's not good. So it's weird. Gotta grill. Yeah, I love to grill. That's what I had. Is the steak I grilled on Sunday. That's what I just ate on here. So now I'm sleeping at this time because I'm getting up at a normal time. Getting up at like 7. I got up at I think 7 this morning, which really is good for me. And so I'm going to bed at about 11 or 12. So yeah. Did I have pasta yesterday? Will that do it? I should take my no, I didn't have pasta yesterday. And I didn't have the cake. I didn't, I'm like, oh, it should be good, but I've not cut sugar completely out. So maybe I need to bite the bullet and just do that. Like I said, I found those Kit Kats. I didn't eat any of those. I made the cake and I didn't eat any of that. I have the whole, I should show it to you. I have the whole cake ready for Albert to pick up. How can I do this? Can you see that? There's the flag cake. A little bit of the strawberry juice is bleeding into the. So yeah, I don't really have this I think I'm going to try and cover it. I think I'm going to cover it. But let me take my blood sugar and see what it is. I'm going to cover this cake up. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, Albert's coming about 5:15 to pick that up. Oh, sometimes pasta sugars linger, huh? Did I redo this? I like these. These are good. This is good. Yeah. So today's, I don't have to wonder if it's good. It's always good. So this is a confident woman. I got a brand new copy. I had an old copy, and when I downsized, I think I donated it, right? And so, weight is the biggest thing to lower your. Yeah, I've been losing weight, but I've been losing weight slow, and then I was doing bad when I went to Philly, especially when I'm driving. I'm gonna take that drive slower if I go there again. So I like him too. Hi, Jameson. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna take it slower because it was just it was hard on the way there to keep awake because I stayed up and I broke up to 1,700 miles into 2 days, but I might break it up into more days when I get if I drive again, or I could fly. Hi, Ronald. How are you? So I'm reading. Sorry for all the men, but just this is a confident woman devotional. True strength. This one's on true strength. Sing to God, sing praises to his name, cast up a highway for him who rides through the deserts. His name is the Lord. Be in high spirits and glory before him. A father of the fatherless and a judge and protector of the widows is God in his holy habitation. God places the solitary in families and gives the desolate a home in which to dwell. Psalm 68, 4 through 6. The world is filled with single mothers whose husbands walked out on them and refused to support their children financially. Men who merely walk away need to remember that strength does not walk away, but it works through situations and takes responsibility. More than 10 million single mothers today are raising children under the age of 18. That number is up drastically from the 3 million reported in 1970. Wow, it's 10 million, and this was published this is a copyright. It was done again in 2018, so that's 2018 too. So this is a number. It's 10 million, up from 3 million reported in 1970, and it's estimated that 34% of families headed by single mothers fall under the poverty line, making less than $15,670 annually. Their biggest concerns are much more basic than many two-parent homes. They worry about quality child care for their children, keeping a car running, and living in a safe house or apartment, all within a restricted budget. They work hard to try to be both mom and dad to their children. They sacrifice time, personal pleasures, and everything else imaginable because they love their children fiercely. They are certainly not weak. These moms are giants in my eyes. Lord, I pray for the single moms who I know. Give them the strength and protection and fullness of your blessings. Champion their cause and provide for them in abundance. Amen. That's a good one. It's always a good one. Oh, glad you're great. now Lori knows how. Yeah, and it's funny. I'm reading the Confident Woman again to all the men in my chat. But good news. At least it's good news to read. I'm sorry, but it is. So before, like, the viewership on my channel was like this, and the men were here and the women were here. About like 64 60 40, or no, about 55 45. It was about like that too, but now it's the women and the men, and so it's like, I think it's like 55. Anyways, my viewership, what I'm getting at is my women's viewership is up a little bit, and more, it's pretty even, but it always has been, lately has been more men than women. And the ages are young. I think it's just really because more young people watch YouTube. So my viewers are usually younger than me, because I'm 56, and my viewers are, the highest percentage of my viewers are like in their late 20s, early 30s, I think, something like that. You did 23 in 5.5 days. Oh, wow. It's hard. It is difficult. And then I was just like going, do I want to? I might not be, as much as I want to be there when the baby's born. The baby's due the end of September. I don't know. You're 16. Did you reverse those numbers? That's what I used to do. I mean, when I was 52, I was like, I'm 25. I'm 25. But yeah, 23, that's a lot. That's a lot of miles too. So where were you? Were you in Indiana? Where were you before Oregon, Paul? Refresh my memory. Were you in Pennsylvania? No, you weren't in Pennsylvania. That's where Diana is. You were in, was it in Indiana? I'm younger at heart. You're giving it away. Yeah. But see, now that doesn't work for me to reverse it, because I'm 56 and I'm not going to be 65. I can fly. That's what I say. I say that and I'm like, don't want people to misunderstand me. I mean, I flew in my car. But it is tiring, and I eat too much junk. It was helpful. I was talking to Lori on the phone, so that was helpful. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to take things easier and plan. When I was going around in my RV, I wasn't planning very far ahead of time, and I was sometimes driving far. Poplar Grove, Illinois. Oh yeah, Illinois. Okay. I seem to remember now. I thought it was somewhere in the Midwest. Yeah. So yeah, I need to plan things better. So I need to get ready for Portugal in July. And then at some point after my second grandbaby arrives, I will be going. Yeah, it was helpful to me. And at some point I will be going back to Philly, and I might get a trailer and tow it, because then I won't have to get a hotel on the way there. But I could also fly too. I don't know. And I'm not sure at what point the second grandbaby's due the end of September, and I'm not sure at what point if I'll be able to be there when she's born or if I'll go later. We'll see. But I was going around a lot in my RV and I wasn't planning ahead. And then when I was headed back to when I left my brother's in my RV. I was in my RV and I was at my brother's. Oh, thank you, Jameson. Have you watched all my videos? I have 1,000 videos, you guys. So if you like Red's channel, watch my videos because what I need is watch time. I'm close. What am I at? Ideally, I would love for all this work I'm doing on YouTube to pay off and for me to get monetized here. And that's going to be the deciding and how it goes with my next book. I don't know. I have so much going, y'all. So pray for me because I really don't see how I really don't see how I could have time for 2 part-time jobs, maybe 1 part-time job, the lifeguarding. But yeah, if I'm going to keep working on my writing and my YouTube, probably 1 part-time job is feasible. But we'll see about that too. But always pray, you guys, because praying is so powerful. We have an advocate. His name's on my hand. We have an advocate, and we should pray for each other because that helps people out a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lori. 90 miles northwest of Chicago. Okay. Yeah, I was in Belleville when I was in the St. Louis area. I was in Illinois, yeah. I have a hybrid though, Paul. I have a hybrid, so yes, I have a hybrid, but I should add it up because it's still probably because I'm one person. Like if I were taking someone else with me, it could be do I watch funny cartoons? No. Yeah, I should add it up. I haven't. I estimated that when I went 10,000 miles, like the gas prices hadn't really gone up. There were a lot of advantages to traveling during the pandemic in an RV because the RV parks were closed. And then, like, when it was ending and it was like, what was it, 2021? and I was headed to Denver. I left my brothers in Southern California and went up the coast, and I went to Klamath, and it was beautiful. And that was April, and then May I was in Oregon, and I was going through Memorial Day. I was in Wyoming, and I was going over to Denver. It was June. School was out. Pretty much the pandemic was over, and I'm trying to get a place to camp to go with my RV in June. So I had to say at Denver Meadows RV Park, which in one of its reviews they call it Denver Ghettos RV Park. And so, but it was okay. It ended up okay. And that's when the hailstorm hit, and I had hail damage to my RV. And so it was fun. It was fun traveling my RV though for that year though. Why did Jameson ask if I watch funny cartoons? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, my friend in Australia just put out a video. Paper Crane of Hope. But I'm at an hour, and is that how much you spent? Whoops, 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 whoops. What am I doing? I just minimized my StreamYard thing. Ah. Uh-huh. So is that 1901? 1901? For that many days, that's not too bad. But not if it's $19,000. But I think that's meant to be a dot. Is it 1900? Yeah, it can get expensive. And so, yeah, I wanted to stay in one place longer and have like a home base and keep traveling. So that's why I came here to Denver. Um, and because my younger son is here, uh, and I really like this area a lot better than the St. Louis area, even though where we were in Belleville was nice. But none of my kids are there, so it's 1901. Yeah, that's really not too bad for that many days, 11 days. And did you stay at a hotel or an Airbnb? See, Airbnbs can be cheaper a lot of times, but it's so like you don't know what you're going to get. I did Airbnb myself, and I'm just like, I have yet to find an Airbnb as good as my Airbnb. It's somebody else's house. But Well, I did probably have a couple that were pretty good, that were pretty close. I think one I stayed at in North Carolina. I went to the Billy Graham Museum and I stayed at and I really liked this one I stayed at in Pennsylvania. Actually, I was thinking about that when I was up there. I was at State College, Pennsylvania, and I went to a Newsboys concert and I stayed at this lady's house, and she had a really cool house too. It was an old house, and I went out and she was really nice, and we went out to eat for Chinese food um, with her and some of her former guests. She had a lot of college students that were like exchange students and stuff like that. And she was like me. She really enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing I enjoyed doing Airbnb in my house until I didn't. I should say until I didn't, and it kind of happened with um, because of the guy that stopped at Randon. I don't know where that is. Where's Randon? Or you mean random? Did you stop randomly? Things usually go a little bit smoother for me if I plan. When we took usually when we took trips across the country, we planned it. We drove across country a couple times with our kids. When we had 3, when we had 4, when we had 5 too. And we had it planned out. Random. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to just try to not I do better driving in the evening because I'm a night person, and not to eat the junk food because I just need to not do that. It's not good. So yeah, but I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Mountain time, 2 p.m. Central time, and 3 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, guess what time it is, Lori? It's drop your link time. Drop those links. Moderators, if there was anybody new, I don't think there was, but welcome to Reds. If anybody's new, come in and drop a 1 in the chat and we will welcome you. Thank you, everybody that came in. Anthony, David, Timmy Ray, Paul, Lori. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ronald. Hope you all are doing well. Don't forget to pray without ceasing. Paul, in the Bible said that. The other Paul. My brother's name was Paul too. So I'll give you a minute to drop links. Yeah. So, yes, God bless everybody. Okay, but you don't know how to drop your link. Okay, Lori can drop it. Lori, would you drop Ronald's link, and you can drop Paul's, or I can make Paul moderator. Let me see. I haven't even opened up the YouTube site at all. Let's see. I will be back tomorrow I hope to get stuff done. There's my echo. Thank you, Lori. Thank you very much. Okay, Paul, you're a moderator too. This makes it easy. Just makes it easy. Okay, and Lori dropped yours too. All right, I'm going to pray now. Dear Lord, thank you for all your blessings on us, and thank you for my YouTube supporters and followers, and I pray that you would bless them. And thank you for blessing our time together today, Lord, and thank you for blessing me. Please continue to heal Arnie's mom. She was in the hospital, and give her doctor's wisdom. Please continue to heal Lori and bless my friends and my children, and thank you for all you've given us, Lord. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Right. Bye. Love you. Don't forget, pray for Red, and Red will pray for you because Red is praying for you. Love y'all. Bye.